All right. Hello, hello, Geminis. Happy birthday. Happy solar return. All right. This is your third bonus birthday message. In the description box, I will link in all the previous messages for your bonus birthday, as well as the consecutive ones that are coming up, number 4 and number 5 as well. Thank you guys all so very much, and I hope you do have a beautiful month. All right. Have fun, good times, feel celebrated, right? So, Solace Oracle is going to be a little bit different one, right? I'm excited and intrigued to see what comes forth, all right? So this number 3, this is if you were drawn into your mini retro Campbell soup. Oh, I painted in between the last one. I was actually going to go just upload your other ones, and I was like, no, I feel guided to go in. Actually, I do have a lot more Capricorn energy coming forth and Pisces. Sensing that you could have that in your chart or be dealing with them. Potentially also maybe the Cancerian energy. Libra. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of, for this one in particular. Now, even if the other signs apply, you could still get a message here. I have no clue. There's a pendulum inside of this oracle. For your birthdays, it is about me unboxing, and we look at it and check it out together, and you guys get the first reading from it. And these will also be the cards I do use and work with for the month of June. All right, so whenever you do get this, check my channel for your June monthly messages. All right. So number 3 with the soup and the Campbell's. This is tomato soup, and I read off in the very first video where we unveiled it, all the different choices, all the different options that were also on this soup can. It was kind of weird. It pulled in some weird mock turtle soup. And even the energy of the deck itself is about, there's a melancholy. Solace is like a sense of, okay, so keep that in mind. If you're not feeling like you want to be in your feelers, I don't know. We'll just have to see what comes through. I also used, your guidance could be by the stone you're drawn to, the Hypersthene, number 3. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I showed this other black crystal over here in the back, and I'm not positive which kind it is, but they're usually about protection and removing any type of like heavy emotions even, or negative energies, protection as well, right? So we have protection in the pendulum, as well as the quartz. So I'm unveiling it now. This is gonna be fun, and since you guys are the first to see it, keep that in mind. Use your own discernment as it comes forth. If it's not for you or a message, then let it be. All right. As always, I have no clue. I'm excited though. It's not tarot. It says oracle, but we'll see how I feel like as we check it out. And so once again, this is your third bonus birthday, Geminis. Solace Oracle, Healing with the Pendulum. This was created by Tara Porter. Okay, and in the first video, I read all of this stuff, so I'm not going to reiterate that. We're going to jump in the cards as well. I left the previous ones, as you can see, already displayed, but I'm not going to so much reiterate it unless I feel really guided that they are, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to read out of the book again or reread every single thing, right? To save on time. So if you did not watch those ones, check the description box. They will be linked in. That was for spending time with family and trying to keep the peace and enjoy life, whatever family means for you, too. Keep that in mind, right? Okay, Solace Oracle Guidebook. Oh, cool. I'm excited already. I love the colors. Okay, so, and this must be the pendulum. That's how it comes. Let's see. It says, wounded in the cocoon of life, lost only until wings are found. Cool. Let's see what it says when I open it up here. This was in 2021. Oh, she has a fairy. Oh my gosh, maybe this is why I was drawn to this one, because I said in your video, I was like, I don't even know. Wow, I see the puppeteer. Weird. I'm excited. This one is going to be deep, guys. Learning. This is going to be exciting and fun. So also take it, you know, the same way as also a learning and growing, you know, learning and listening, right? I'm doing that as I'm reading it for you and I'm sharing it for you guys so you can tune in. Weird. Okay, there's a lot in here. Oh, okay. There might be a little nudity. Uh-oh. But it's like sketched. So we'll see how I feel about that, all right? You know, I don't like revealing things like that because I don't know who's tuning in, especially when I use like, you know, things like the family affirmators and things that seem very, that children might be drawn in to look at. So yeah, I'm not gonna, anyways, so I will have to like view these. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. Get a couple little stickers. Okay. Okay, God's love. How to pick cards with a pendulum. So we're going to learn that as well. Once you have cleansed your pendulum, you can start receiving messages. My normal procedure is to start by holding my pendulum over my palm and asking if I am connected through God's love. The answer intuitively should always feel like yes. Then I always confirm that I am only messaging with those who walk in His light. You may have a particular topic you'd like to focus on. It does, it gives a yes or a no as well. You must let spiritual guides reveal whatever intended message they have for you. I've learned that I experience a more accurate reading if I let my spiritual advisors control the topic. It's better not to push the subject. I feel like I kind of do that too. Like it's like what's spotlighted, what needs to be looked at or talked about instead of, you know. But usually there's also an interlinking that those are some topics or things that are on people's minds, right? In the world, the magic of you will unfold. What? That's the first one, is windfall. Okay, I'm just looking inside the book to see if there's a specific spread or something we should follow here. I want to see that too. Discourage the intrusion of negative vibrations by saying a little blessing to only invoke love in those who work in the light of love. When we receive guidance, it's not about our religious preferences. It's about receiving information from those that live above the white line of light and purity. I use the word God, capital G, God, but not to it in a stereotypical religious way. Though my journey, the soul's journey. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted though. Though my journey, I realized that capital G, God, is love. And that love is the key to everything. We all perceive God in our own unique way, so there are no rights or wrongs when referring to God, as long as you believe in love. He wants to help and guide us along our intended path, and spiritual healing is not religion. It's more about allowing Him and those who serve alongside Him to bring us messages of enlightenment. When calling out for help using the greater good of God, it allows us to work with the archangels, the ascended masters, spirit guides, angels, and other blessed beings. If we ask for God's grace, we will receive pure and untainted messages. That's why it's so important to evoke God's love when using the pendulum. Oh, there you go. Say whatever little blessing or prayer that resonates within you and your higher light being. Also ask that only those who serve the greater good of God and love be allowed to dwell in your presence for this reading, especially when you are working with the cards and the pendulum. If you are highly intuitive, you may want to ask that your power over the pendulum be released so that the other guides and angels can step in and control the message. That way, you're not competing with your own influences over the pendulum. I feel like I've already, I don't work with pendulums, so there's also a way of cleansing it and using it, and I feel like, I have the sage and all this stuff, I know doing that, but it is my intent as well in connecting it to God's light, as said. So let's take the little pendulum out. I'm going to use it in this one. Here. It's a beautiful crystal. Okay. Wow. So first, I just want to do that cleansing and charging. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It says I could also put it in salt water and set it in the sun or the moonlight. I'm impatient. We're using it now. Okay. So I feel like I can do that. I'll just go grab me some blue kyanite. We'll be good. Most of all, it's your positive thoughts and your good intentions towards clearing negative energy away from your crystal or stone that really count. You will be able to confirm that your pendulum is properly cleansed and cleared after reading the next few steps. Know that the more you hold and use your pendulum, it will become more connected with you. I chose to clear quartz because it's very versatile and adaptable. It is moving right now. By the way, I know you guys can't see it as I'm speaking. I am holding it in my right hand at this time while I'm doing this as well. Okay. Oh. All right. It helps strengthen intuition and also represents physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. However, if this crystal does not respond to you, then you will need to try a different way of pendulum. Don't get frustrated. You will find one that works for you. I swear my mom had. Oh, it's different. But it is moving, vibrating. And I don't feel like I'm shaking or anything, but who knows? My heart is beating. Okay, let's see. When you get ready to start, hold the ball of the pendulum chain gently between your index fingers. It should hang where it is not obstructed for movement. Okay, I'll hold it differently. Yeah. After your prayer of good intention, your guides and angels will step in to assist. Now hold the pendulum over the palm of your hand and ask, please show me a yes. Give it a little time. And the pendulum should start swinging in a particular direction. Then you should ask, please show me no. So it's showing me which is which. Okay. I'm going to do it on camera. I don't know, guys. Over my palm. Okay. Please show me yes. I'm trying to figure out. I think it's a spin. Yeah. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Please show me no. So that should be like a swing back and forth, right? Swing back and forth is no. Swing back and forth. There we go. We are connected. Oops, it touched my hand. All right. Okay, guys. This is invigorating. Now let's see. I'm so excited to share this. This is the first time I've ever done anything like that live for you guys. Well, it's not live, but you know, I feel like clearly we need to have the cards out. Let's see. I feel like I'm going to give it a good shuffle first. All right. Break them in and set these for the Geminis for the highest good. Oh, dang, dragon. Phoenix, it looks like 31. That fell out. So let's just, I mean, you know, we use that intention as well. And then we will see what else it says. Let me give another good shuffle for the Geminis for their bonus birthday messages for their highest good. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right. And then I'm going to continue reading. Wow, this is interesting. A whole new level, Gemini. All right. So now we understand which is yes and which is no connected to this crystal with our angels and God's love. Okay. Now, let me see what else to say. So, then take the cards and shuffle them gently in your hands by tossing them back and forth between one another. You could also lay them face down on the table, scatter them around in order to mix and shuffle. Yeah, I might also do that too, allowing to shuffle them. And then next, split the deck into 2 stacks. I already put it in 2 stacks, so I'm gonna do that now. I feel like, because I have 3 places, so this might interlink with both those. We'll see. Okay. Let's see what else to say. Oh, hold the pendulum over each stack when it starts moving. You'll know to start with that stack of the cards. What? You keep splitting the deck by discarding stacks and continually splitting the remaining stacks until you finally eliminate all cards except the cards chosen for you. Weird, okay? When you're ready, you flip one at a time, starting with card number 1. I already flipped one, so I'm already breaking rules and stuff here. We rebel here. Okay, so which one to start with. Is this a yes? Is this one no? No. So don't start with this one. Okay, looks like we're switching. Like that was supposed to be spotlighted. So the back and forth was the no. So we don't start with this. So maybe I'll remove this deck completely, or this stack. Okay, let's do that. Now I'm going to shuffle it again and split it again. Oh, crazy. I think I get it. Okay, here we go, Geminis. Gemini, 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 for their birthday messages. What's for their highest good of the Geminis? For their bonus and birthday solar return messages. Gemini. Okay, now I split it again. Now, we'll see. Do I start with this one? Okay, I'm going to give it a second. I feel like I twisted it. Let me start again. Let me clear this. Clear this. Okay, is this a yes or a no? A yes or a no? Is this a yes? Do I start with this one? Do I start with this one? It's a no again. So this is eliminating them, okay? Okay, I'm just going to take that whole stack out. So we don't have all of them, right? This is a big deck, guys. So cool. All right. Let's just ask. Should we start with this one? Should we start with this one? Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a yes. Guys, this one's yours. This is the one. Oh, it's a big yes. Can you guys see it? I hope you see it. All right, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to set this down for a second with the pendulum. That was beautiful, fascinating. Okay, now let me continue on with the instructions, okay? So we're following guidance. Look at this. We're following... All right, this is flip one card at a time, starting with card number 1. Study the art and how it makes you feel. She says, my cards are designed to evoke a feeling of emotion deep within you. It could be the art, the verse, or message that inspires you. Concentrate on the art and then slowly, and then move to the page listed on the card, okay? Read the title versus slowly, because messages become to you in unusual ways. So also as I'm reading it, what comes to your mind as well, you know, or thoughts, or, you know, as you're tuning in and listening to this. Art, okay, read the title. All right, you might have a different interpretation just based solely on the art or maybe the verse. You may find that the main body of the message doesn't really pertain to your reading, or vice versa. One more thing to consider: the message you receive may be linked directly to you, or perhaps it could be intended for someone close to you. After pulling one or more cards from the deck, you may want to further clarify, each receiving a different oracle deck or tarot, okay? So we will be incorporating that throughout the months of this month of June for every sign. And I already explained it, and you guys are the ones like setting the stage for the different cards to work with. I think this is beautiful. So far, I'm very excited. This is definitely new for me as well. Happy birthday, something new. Okay. Let's see. After pulling, yeah, I got that. Okay. I keep a list of all my oracle decks so that I can reference the list to acknowledge which deck should be used best to explain. Even asking the pendulum, do I need additional cards, or which deck and how many? So I can place it over and see which one, so I can try and use it throughout. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. You know, which deck can clarify. For the monthlies, using all these different ones to work with. Or usually it's just how I feel guided. Okay, this is cool, guys. I hope you enjoy. And asking. All right, after completing the reading, always be thankful for the help you have received, and sometimes ask, may I ask who is guiding the reading? I always ask, I have my guides and angels near me, but sometimes an ascended master, archangel, animal totem, or possibly even a loved one who has crossed over to the other side. And I did express that a little bit, guys, so you already know. Usually that's what's most, you know, my mom and my grandmothers and my grandfathers. sometimes brothers. They've all make their presence known. So, and of course, different angels do too. They are all, I you know, I see them as all. They're guardian angels as well. They're all family, you know, aren't they? No separation. Weird. Okay. That's what I just heard. Animal to an impossible loved one. Okay. Will be brought the one. Okay. Asking that. It is an amazing feeling when we are able to tap into this type of advice. The time I spent connecting to all these helpful spirit beings brings such a peace and comfort to my soul. I hope it will do the same for you. All right. So you can also watch other videos, healingwithpendulum.com, and the oracle messages. So Geminis, the first one that jumped out, right? Before we even look at this deck, we gotta, it's been staring there. Quality time, right? Underneath it, that was something that was, and worry is, and I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Is this quality time or not? Making space with your family and spending time with them is often overlooked and taken for granted as well. 31. To me, what do you see? A phoenix, hey. To me, like a fire dragon bird even. So the 31st, someone could be 31. Use your own discernment, whatever. It doesn't have to be. You could be any age. This could also be dealing with Gemini, Aries, Cancer sign even. Pisces, you could have any of those even as a rising. I'm getting rising too. Like some of you even, or those other signs I brought up. Did I bring up the dates? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's okay. Let's go to 31. Ooh, I opened it up to 41. Saw a photograph. A kiss goodbye. The photograph, a kiss goodbye. Weird. It's like some navy something. 31. The ghost of you. Whew. Dang, 32 is the ghost of you. Sorry, I just turned it to breaking free. All right. 92 and 91. Rising up. Yeah. Watch me soar. Watch me fly with broken wings. I will rise like the phoenix against the strongest rains, the darkest nights. Rise against unsurmountable odds, a stronger me. Watch me reach the highest skies. Watch me soar. 91. 31, 91. This could also be done with Virgo, Sag, Aries. Any of these, you know, use your own discernment with any of the numbers that come forth. The transitioning through pain can leave us feeling overwhelmed and helpless, hopeless even, and worry, full of worry, hey? We may even wonder how we will be able to function normally on particular days. This can create a mindset that we are weak. The more trapped we become, the more fearful we are of breaking free. What is it that's stifling your ability to fly? Maybe you've been knocked down, but it doesn't mean it's over. Sometimes it is when we have been backed into a corner that we find our strength. Our souls grow and evolve through pain, disappointment, and loss. We become stronger because of the challenges we've had to endure. Even the smallest ember can ignite the brightest flame. We can rise up out of the fire, refined, a better version of ourselves. It's time to spread your wings. 92. Dang. Okay. And that is the first one. So rising up like a phoenix. Okay, here we go. No way. The number 6 card. The heart. Graciousness. Compassion. I'm just taking these for now because they were the ones for you. The 37. Oh, look, fun. It's like a carnival and music. A variety of life. Okay, release the need to know all the answers. Trying something new. It's a surprise too. Okay, pitching in. See, these were your gratitude, or not gratitude, but affirmators and volunteering, even helping. 59, a rainy day. Cloudy, sad. Cleaning up around the house even. I will read out of the book what they have to say, but I'm also just, you know, my first impression. I also see a sense of getting together, celebrating, having some fun times, you know, going out, right? I'm almost getting like a 3 of Cups celebration and then a 4 of Cups where there's also like maybe some apathy or boredom. And so even taking action, you know, because this is about doing stuff around your house, even, or even having this sense of cloudiness, or because there was some worry. Individuality. 53. Oh. A unique dress. Like, she kind of has a mermaid. 53. Okay, and then fishing. 12. What? She has like long Rapunzel hair there. Care. I care about feelings, both my own and everyone else's. Maybe this reminds you of someone in your family or something even. Could be. Especially those who might share DNA or a bidet with. I feel like that's the same person almost. Individuality. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I feel like this could resonate for a section of you, right, that are tuning in. I don't know, maybe it is for all, and maybe it's I feel like guided because I'm just, it's your birthday, so we're kind of going all out. You guys get spoiled with all the videos, but you're also just like learning with me too. Okay, let's stop there and read what we have for these first 6. Okay, I already did 31, so let's go to 6 and see what that has. Security blanket. 29. 629. I lay my head on your chest. Your heart is beating. My song of contentment. So safe and secure. Why must I ever awake? Contentment and security are things we all seek. But how do we obtain them? More importantly, once we get it, how do we hold on to it? Financial distress can leave us fearful about our future, even more so if we are the family's breadwinner. Tumultuous times can bring stress and anxiety, making it hard to wake up and face the day. Sleep being our only escape. Yet if we didn't have new challenges, how would we learn? How would we evolve? There are many faces behind the meaning of this card. Not all of them are pretty. Financial loss can bring out the worst in people, especially if they prioritize money above other values. Maybe the reset button was pushed to help them understand more about their life and what is actually important. Perhaps they've neglected family and friends and got caught up in the splendor of wealth and therefore started taking things for granted. When we are broke down, we become more humble, forcing us to stop and regroup. We all go through different types of struggles so we can learn to see things from a new perspective, which challenges us to reach in new directions. Never give up, because there are always other options. It may not be exactly what you thought you would be doing at this particular time in your life, but open yourself up to all new ideas. Just realize you are going through a refinement period. Stay positive and look for new possibilities. It's going to take a little effort on your part, but it will be worth it. Even in tough times, there's always something to be thankful for. What you appreciate appreciates. 30. Dang. And maybe that's even really spotlight for you at the end of the month, even for some of you, or 630, or 629. It doesn't have to be. I'm also getting like Virgo, Cancerian energy, and maybe your Venus is in some of that. Or you could be those ages even, all right? And, all who are tuning in, that clearly that's not going to resonate for every single one. But some of you, definitely it is that, right? Because you're really tuned in, all right? 37. And what else was underneath there, right? This was about also releasing the need to know all, okay? And having variety, trying something different out of the box or in the box, going somewhere differently, maybe, or trying a new restaurant even. I mean, it's simple. Like, this is what, exploring your world, family time, fun, something like that, or friends even, your birthday. Go be celebrated. Okay, 37. Ooh, that's the puppeteer. That was like the first one that spotlighted. 106 and 107. Maybe it's a Capricorn or someone you work with. Or an Aries Virgo. I guess there's could be Libra, Gemini, or in Libra. Weird. Okay, strings of my heart must dance to my own tune. Pull me up, pull me down as hard as you try. I will never conform. Maybe that's just you. Some type of power struggle is going on in your life right now. That looks so fun and peaceful. Like, except I'm like, oh, I mean, those go slow. That card was misleading. Okay, it could be a family member, a boss, a friend, or maybe it's connected to a love relationship. Because of this upset, you're now in the middle of an uncomfortable situation. If you're a person who hates confrontation, this could be affecting your happiness. Who is making these demands on you and why? You need to take a step back and assess the situation. Oh, someone wants their voice to be heard. Perhaps in the past you've just stayed quiet because they didn't want to make any ripples on the water. Now they find themselves facing an important time in their life where they want to make a change or they see something that needs to be corrected. However, those in charge may struggle when they're confronted with new ideas or opinions, especially if they usually make the decisions. With any type of relationship, we should strive for balance and a peaceful environment. Remember, it's essential for people to choose their battles wisely. Maybe this power struggle can be easily remedied by allowing the other person to hold the reins for a while, thus avoiding a more severe conflict. When facing and understanding problematic confrontations, one must look at things objectively and stay true to themselves and their values. No one should have to change their morals, cower, or be suppressed by someone else. We must honor each other as unique individuals. There is a strength in finding the balance. Hello. Welcome if you're new. The power belongs when allowing peace to prevail. That one threw me for a doozy there. I see now. I was like, oh. And now I can see why there is this here too. 59. Okay. It really looks like it's going out high. There's these highs and lows. I see it now with what they have there with the Ferris wheel. Okay, 59. This little light of mine, let it shine. Oh, that's what it is, 59 over here. Rising up. I don't care anymore. You don't have to understand or even like me. I've learned to love myself. I don't need your acceptance for anything. I'll hold my own umbrella. Oh, look, she's like, I'm going to wear this dress and I'm going to go over here. Looks like it's snowing or something. That's like, dude, I would totally be covered up just because I'm a wuss. Like, it's cold, but because I see ice, like ice fishing or something. Here. Anyways, it actually says, you have been carrying on with your daily routine, but lately you don't feel quite right. Something is happening in your life, so be mindful of the people around you when attending social events or gatherings. Are you a bit uncomfortable or feeling drained when you're out with some of them? Perhaps it's because of the way they behave in public. Now is the time for you to use discernment when thinking about what behaviors you will or won't tolerate in your friendships. Some evoke gossip or drama, and it might be too much for you. Negativity can cloud your inner light, so you need to separate yourself from those who are damaging and are dragging your spirit down. Sometimes we face uncomfortable situations, but why do some choose to dramatize and add more confusion by gossiping about someone else's troubles? They take information and twist it or fabricate a series of events and then somehow put you in the middle of it all.
It can be very frustrating and emotionally draining when you're constantly having to justify your intentions or explain yourself to others, especially when you weren't and don't care to be involved. Perhaps you've come to the realization that this particular person or group of people aren't making you feel happy when you're around them. You've tried to be friendly and understanding for too long, so maybe it's just time to walk away. When you are conflicted with situations like this, call on your ascended master El Moria. Moria, Morya. You can look him up, El Moria. He will, I don't know this one, so I'm going to do some investigating. Right? Okay, he will connect you with capital G God's healing power to clear any toxic energy that has invaded your space of light and well-being. You first have to clear away the negative vibrations before you can drape yourself with the cloak of protection. He will aid you in this process called shielding yourself, so you're not taking on their negativity, or even you guys are mutable, so maybe that could be. I mean, the people you hang around, you start or it's draining you, right? This will help you when you are surrounded by people who may be attracted to your light, but it will prevent them from stealing or harming the pure light that illuminates from within you. He will also aid and guide you to a place of unity. Shielding protects you from any harm or loss of your coveted light. The umbrella. All right. Wow, those are very beautiful so far. What are we on time? 36. All right. All right, we have 53 coming up next as well. All right. Let's see about this unique self as well in the dress. Oh, shit. Be your individuals. I see the beauty in being my own unique self, right? Okay. It's like being different from like your siblings, your cousins, your parents, or doing something like that even. But this says regretful endings. Oof. We're like a wine-stained dress. Oh. Ruined. 145. What? This could have been dealing with a Taurus or during Taurus season, an Aries, a Cancer, a Leo, Gemini, Scorpio. Something like that. Or you have that in, I don't know, maybe someone spilled on somebody. It's a feeling that comes over you like a bad dream, a nightmare. You feel like you've been left outside in some kind of hailstorm. Weird. So as you stand soaking wet, you have to watch all your hopes and dreams slip through your fingers. Where did it all go wrong? Maybe now you realize that it's your actions which have caused this disaster. Why did you say that or do those things? You should have known better, so you find yourself drowning in guilt and sorrow. Oh, well, we're on our way working to that, overcoming that, okay? Because that's what this, guilt was in there. This is where it started. Something like that, I don't know. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And you have the strength now. Ooh, so I kind of jumped, okay? Just so you know. There's a happy ending to this. Okay, okay, this is a great story, guys. What? You do a Netflix series on it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it says as well. Yeah. Okay. You might have not understood how much there was to lose until it was taken away from you. Unfortunately, you're now left drowning in the puddle of your destruction. Have you come to terms with your mistakes? Don't try to deflect your wrongdoings in a different direction or on someone else. There may be some easy targets for you to unload the burden of what you've done, but then you will never be able to learn from your missteps. Don't use this type of technique for your own benefit. You need to be held accountable for your actions. Only with honesty and sincerity will you have the possibility of correcting this regrettable situation. All right, I don't know. This could be them or you. I don't know, okay? This is something to do with your friends group or your friends following, maybe being part of this. Weird. So you're going to have to break away from the pack. Because I don't know. I'm just, you don't have to tell me what you did. I'll give it. But it's kind of coming through in the cards here, Gemini. Happy birthday. Let's all deflect. This is the other person, right? No, it doesn't get. I mean, we all make mistakes. That's what it says here, This is forgiving self, overcoming any regrets, moving forward, being a better person, making those changes in your life so that you don't look back and have any fucking regrets or feel guilty. Just don't, and also overcoming if someone else was making you and it was uncalled for, because there is manipulation and shit like that too. Okay. And we all get in our ego and do things. So, all right. Caring about others' feelings. The bidet. Let's go to 12. Ooh, okay. I'm not done like reaming you or something here. I'm sorry. I need to finish. Oh, yeah, whatever. Don't use this type of, okay. Only with honesty and sincerity. Okay, it says sorry is not always an easy word to say. It admits guilt, and that can be very difficult for some of us. Let your defenses down and approach those affected by this incident with a loving apology. Try to put yourself in their shoes, and maybe it will help you see it from various angles. How bad do you want to try to redeem your integrity and get back what once was yours? It's always a risk, but it's worth taking. Only you can answer that question. Geminis. We're going to be pulling out these cards for all the different signs to see. The soul's journey. This one fascinating. And I kind of said that, especially with that first one with the soul's journey, as we got down there, and there was like the regret and guilt energy or emotions or feelings. Okay. And if it's not you and you're good, then switch that scenario and it is someone else regretting certain things, and whether or not they take accountability and they, make changes. They're, people don't always do that. So, and it is true. People often think that, even apologizing, sometimes it makes the other person think they won or something. I don't know. It's weird. Like, even if it's a simple, like, it's not a huge thing. That's for me, like, with my own family dynamic. I mean, I've been at a restaurant and had a little blow up with my whole family, my grandpa and my aunt and my siblings. But I mean, it wasn't huge, and I was standing up for something good. I'm not trying to justify it, but I did recognize, I wasn't as calm as I could have been. How about that? And I said that, and it was like they all got some weird ego strike, and I was like, but you didn't understand that me getting that way was also by your, like, also being ignorant. I don't know. Now we're arguing. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Okay. Is that I understand the miscommunication, the weird ego stuff with even trying to say you're sorry or apologize, even if it's a minor thing, right? Anyways, there was definitely also, I can't remember which zodiac sign, but there was some that was coming in and saying, stop saying you're sorry, because there's some people who overuse it, and yeah, maybe that's part of that. To heal, to stop feeling guilty, you have to stop saying that you're sorry. Like you've weird. Okay, I mean, clearly if you've, because it's like it's something you don't feel like you've received forgiveness for or something. I don't know. Or maybe there's a connection where there was a miscommunication. Now, this is for some of you where it was like this person's no longer like, on the earth realm. And so it feels like it can't be closed. And that's not for everybody, but you're forgiven for whatever. Like, this situation. It was a life lesson for like both of you involved or whoever the other parties were. And you'll know too, like, if it is someone here and you need to have those conversations or do stuff like that, then that's, you can hope that they will be open and accepting and not just, yeah. Because we kept getting with the mushroom wisdom was, I'm sorry, but is not, I'm sorry. So trying to justify and do, weird. Right. It says, let your defenses down and approach those affected by whatever it was. This incident with a loving apology. Try to put yourself in their shoes, and maybe it will help you see it from various angles. How bad do you want to try and redeem it? Right? Only you can answer that question. And that may not be for all of you, right? I honestly, for me personally, I don't feel like that there's anybody that I owe. I feel like I've done all of that type of apology work and apology work, forgiveness work as well, and taking accountability. Like, I don't hold any of that in my heart. Not even like the certain relatives or certain people, they might hold grudges towards me and think that they deserve one, but I don't think so. That's just me personally, right? So to each his own. Okay, let's go to number 12 and check that one out. Well, these are interesting. These are interesting cards. So keep that in mind. If that's not how you feel, maybe it is someone else, or it could even be you were hoping for this type of apology. 12. It looked like she's fishing, like I say there, or something here. That's what on the windowsill. Bait and hook. Oh, 41. Okay, excuse me. Bait and hook. I'm falling without a net. Throw me back. If you don't want this catch, I'm just learning to swim into the deep end of you. Oh my. Maybe that's April Fool's. Maybe that's dealing with an Aries, a Cancer sign. Yeah, or a Leo. Weird. Do you remember the first time you fell in love? Oh, 42, 43. Yeah, maybe it could even been a Gemini, or another Gemini, yeah, or Taurus. Maybe Virgo, or another Gemini. And for some of you, maybe Libra. Whatever it was. Whomever. It's asking you to remember. When your heart was innocent, it just happened naturally because you didn't overthink it. It might not have been the love of your life, but it was easy to give in to your feelings. As we age and go through relationships, it gets more complicated. Yes, there are plenty of fish in the sea. However, maybe you've been looking for a while and still haven't found that right catch. It shouldn't be this hard, but we make it difficult because we do not give others the same chance we gave in our earlier years. Maybe we are carrying anger and resentment to our unwillingness to let go of the past. We could be automatically anticipating similar situations to reoccur without reason. Not only is this unhealthy, but we are keeping our hearts locked away in a place of darkness. We all have faced struggles and broken relationships. Still, it's how we pick ourselves up and proceed forward that will determine whether or not you're open to give and receive love. It's essential to stay optimistic and positive about our future and lay our past to rest. Good attitudes and happiness radiate an alluring glow from within. And we all know we need the right lure to catch a good fish. If you're in love or married, this card is a reminder to make sure you do not take this gift for granted. People can get caught up in their day-to-day routine, so take a minute and think about the things that made you fall in love with your person. We all go through different cycles, so it's essential to be aware of each other's wants and needs. Maybe the two of you have hectic schedules and somehow you've gotten away from the romantic connection you had when you first met. It happens, but relationships take work. So surprise your partner by doing something special for them. A little gesture can go a long way. Find ways to keep the love alive and be thankful for what you share together. Remember to touch, hold, and embrace every moment while swimming in this amazing sea of life. Well, right. Wow. 41, 42, 43. Okay. Wow. Okay. So those were the first messages from the Solace Oracle. We also had all those, but that is quite a bit. So I don't know. I feel like I want to separate it a little bit more. We're at 50 minutes in. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle and see what else might need to be known. Okay, and maybe remove a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could maybe take 8 more. Maybe 4 and 4. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. All right, Geminis for their birthday. What given the guidance for the highest good of the Geminis? All right, I'm splitting. We're going to use the pendulum again, because that was fascinating. Let's see if you can see it over here. Okay. All right. Which of these decks is this one to be done first? Does this one work with this pile? Is it kind of feel like it's a yes. It's kind of going, whoa. I'm like trying to keep still, make sure it's not me. I feel like let's do another. Let's reset. Let's ask about this other one. Is this one a yes or a no? Is this one a yes or a no? Okay, wait. Is it a circle? Yes. This is the yes. This is the pile. Okay, big yes. Big yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, God. All right. Here we go, Geminis. Now, let's see. Over here, as I move forward, it is about your empathy and being open to seeing both sides of a situation, right? And it's also beautiful about getting into a routine of that. And so we take it down to even your basics, your day-to-day life, and they're like brushing their teeth and stuff. And there's other gifts coming in. Today's a gift or something. We have 15. Maybe you have a teenager. There's something about being younger. Or when you were. I get Capricorn, Aries energy. Leo, Virgo. Those could, maybe you have children, if you have children or something, or you could have a 15-year-old, even a 6-year-old. And that's not for everyone. A 12-year-old, if that's for you or not. And this empathy and understanding. Okay. And then this is also about your roots, your ancestry, and grief. Understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Wanting a peaceful home. Not comparing even your other family members, adopted cousin, step siblings, whatever. Not comparing your life to them. Being your own authentic self. 36. Ooh, that one's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of looks like a little bit of a dark energy, huh? Dark spirit. It's cleansing, though. But I'm also seeing, look at this, seeing the other perspective. Getting a little Virgo, little hangman energy. I'm just looking at it. The roots. This looks like she is the tree. She is the root, like the matriarch even or something. Weird. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Reading between the lines, trusting your intuition. Keep that in mind. Oh, your intuition. Look at how beautiful that is. It looks like ocean waves swirling even. In the universe or something. It looks like one of my paintings, dude. I want to be inspired and just use the same colors. I don't know. I'll try. 7s. Okay. Okay. I don't even know. The emotions even. All right, I'm going to take this one. And then there's a gate. I see fairies. I always do, though. To the fairy realm. 56. Look, there's a gate, a portal or something here. All right, we're going to take that. Let's see how many else. I'm just going to go for those right now. What are we on time? 54. All right, let's see. What is 15 have for the Geminis? Ooh, I turned it to 7, which is right underneath, and it's high tide, okay? So I'm going to just start where I'm at. I see 731. So maybe something about Leo energy even, or someone could be 31. The 31st seems spotlighted, right? Okay, or maybe 531, even Geminis, or I also see potentially Aries interlinked. Like I said, Pisces, maybe Cancer sign. No, wait, even the 4th of July. So maybe something even further into the month of July for some of you. Something about that. Weird. Okay. And a gate. Very interesting. Life is like the tides. Things will come and go. Excuse me. Things will come and things will go. Waves. Inhale, exhale. Every day we breathe in and out, mostly unnoticed. Our heart beats a constant rhythm effortlessly. What is it about the little everyday things we inadvertently overlook? And that is until something goes wrong. Then, out of nowhere, you realize that life can change as quickly as the tides. Suddenly, what you might have taken for granted is gone. And now you're forced to change your perspective. Wow. And so with empathy here, this is a lot about the emotions, right? And we also had grief, okay? Now, and I'm seeing that too. Something is gone. Okay. Suddenly, wow. Now you are forced to change your perspective. If it isn't already happening, significant changes are coming your way. If the changes are unexpected, then you may be struggling with your new situation. Even a small wave might seem like a tsunami depending on how prepared you are for it. Understandably so. But don't try to hesitate. I said hesitate, but it says resist the change. Things are meant to come in and out of our lives. Welcome what is being put in your path. It may be something extraordinary. Maybe it's something that will challenge you deep to your core of your existence. Whatever it may be, it is meant for you at this particular time. Embrace it. Choose to ride the wave into your destiny. 32. Gemini, Taurus, Pisces energy, or those could be the ages. And then that Leo. Wow. So, beautiful. All right, let's go to 15. It's right above it. I went a little bit too far. Beautiful emptiness. Bittersweet. 50 and 51. Looking through the window, the chocolates look so delectable, luring you in. Knowing better, somehow you waver. You bite, only to discover it was bittersweet chocolate. You watch from a distance and want what you see, but it's not yours to take. It's not your life, however you wish it could be. You wonder, why not me? Or why not you? How should you deal with all these uncomfortable feelings? Do we dare say the word jealous? It's not easy to admit, but it's occurring. The question is, how far are some willing to take it? Are their intentions innocent, or are their thoughts spinning out of control? Sometimes we look at another's life and have an epiphany about our own desires or wants, and that's okay. However, if the admiration becomes compulsive, it is of concern. Jealousy can become so severe that people may start sabotaging others. If they can't have it, why does this other person deserve it? With that being said, know that jealousy can be a normal fleeting emotion as long as it doesn't consume all thoughts or interfere with anyone's happiness, including your own. It is not necessarily bad. Recognizing and owning jealous feelings is a great place to start when dealing with this complex emotion. Maybe there is something we could do to help us get moving in the right direction. Managing our thoughts and feelings is important. The one way to work off stress, called jealousy, is to exercise or some kind of physical activity. It releases tension along with lots of other benefits. Also, it's important for us not to be overcritical of ourselves. No one is perfect. We can elevate our self-worth by simply complimenting ourselves from time to time. We can calm an overactive mind by remembering to let go of things we cannot control. We all have been given different gifts and talents, so we shouldn't try to compare ourselves to others. Instead, we could focus on our own positive traits and be more optimistic moving forward in our life. Confidence resides within a happy person, and that is not only attractive and admirable, but it is also infectious. 52 and 51. That's a beautiful. I don't see that in that card. So that's why it's very intriguing as I read these. I like to share. Of course, this is where she has, but it is a lot of emotions. But the beauty of this, it also says no comparisons. Now, it's kind of crisscross. So, but it's still in this magic square, okay? So this is what came forth there. Not comparing anybody, any other members in your own family even, you know. Okay, that's a key or something. There's a gate, there's a blockage or something. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna, wow, 36. Okay, the grace of God coming in. I said time to choose. 103. Again, dealing with, have Aries or dealing with Aries or Capricorn, Virgo, Geminis. No, yeah. Yeah, a Virgo, yeah. Whatever it may be. And Cancer sign, maybe. All right. Aries, Capricorn, yeah. Wine tasting. Time to choose. This is the wine tasting. Oh. This is where the dress got ruined and there was grief about something. Well, this is where it happened. A sip of this one, that one. So many flavors pass over your lips. Maybe somebody just got a little tipsy, a little drunk, okay? I don't know. Spilled on themselves, spilled on something. Said some shit. Did something that there's some regret about, okay? Okay. Yeah. All right. Drink it in and spit it out. You were never mine. Time to choose. 104, 105. Opening your heart up to new love possibilities is not always easy because there are various twists and turns to be considered. One may find someone they desire, but does the other person feel the same? If they don't, how does love prevail? Some may start to sense a relationship is going astray, but they choose to continue with hope that things will get better. The illusion of what they want could be fogging their perspective, so they are living in denial. Thus, they willingly pretend the connection is mutual, even when it's not. That's the unrequited love. So there's grief about that. Love relationships. The thing is, you cannot disguise the truth, and the perfect balance is hard to find. If a relationship doesn't develop into something meaningful, it's time to think about why you are together. If you decide to stay for the wrong reasons, it could bring on unnecessary heartache. However, some may be content together in this fashion and willing to accept the limited terms of their relationship. They may choose to stay regardless of the lack of passion, devotion, or love in return for some other motivation. Maybe they just prefer not to be alone or choose to have someone around for financial help. The critical thing is that both people understand and agree to the limits of this type of relationship. Something is happening, so don't ignore the signs because it takes two to make a partnership. Maybe your love life is not falling into place like you'd planned. We sometimes align ourselves with someone who just needs or wants things that we cannot provide for them. Or possibly their agenda was to have a short and simple type of connection. I just didn't want to say I'm just holding it back. It is what it is, okay? Maybe I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna hold it back. You all know if you do part of life sometimes. I think the biggest thing is like if you continue to choose to live that type of lifestyle, I think you see, you know, that it causes a lot of heartache and it's unfulfilling. Right? So it's really trying to find that's what relationships are. They're lessons of even learning about compatibility and working together and stuff, right? All right, let's see. It just says, we sometimes align ourselves with someone who just needs or wants things that we cannot. Okay, yeah. Or they have their own agenda, right? Short and simple. If this is true, but their intent wasn't clear, it can be perceived differently. It might be a slap in the face when one heart is hopeful, but their partner is not serious and is just hovering around the relationship. Regardless of the scenario, the truth is bound to surface. However, looking at the bigger picture, we are all deserving of true love. If someone does not appreciate another's gifts and talents, then it's time to come to terms with it sometimes in life. We have to choose to let go in order to start moving in the right direction. Wow. And now we have 56. I didn't know that it was going to be about love energy. The ghost from the past, okay? I'm getting like ghost from Christmas past. Oh my gosh, Geminis, you know, my daughters, I'm just going to throw a song out there because that's what it feels like, eh? She, one of her favorite songs is actually George Michael and Careless Whisper. He's a Capricorn. But it's like she just loves the song. Like it's not like she's like in that emotion of sadness or anything like that, but she will. There's anyways, careless whisper, I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. Oh wow. No, I'm not a fool. Should've known better than cheat a friend. A waste the chance that I've been given. And she's a Sag, by the way. All right. Wow, okay. Silver linings coming in with this gate here. 56. I'm getting to even with a Taurus, a Leo, Virgo, Aries, Gemini. Silver linings. I'm getting maybe it's now for some of you, if it is maybe this happened during a different stage in your life, even, okay? You know what I mean? I don't know who's tuning in. I don't know your ages and stuff like that, right? And it doesn't have to be that, but I'm just seeing a 20-year difference here, even or something. But it could have been like 20 years have passed or something, or an anniversary, like or something. Or the person was 36 or I don't know. Any of those things, okay? There's a silver lining coming in. Yay! Soldiers of love, wounded on the battlefield of broken hearts. Oh, we got Pat Benatar, and love is a battlefield. How does one find love in such a graveyard of death? Where are the dreamers, the believers? Show me with your light, I still believe. Stay positive, even when the world around you can seem bitter and cold at times. Watch out for those pessimistic souls throwing up their negative vibrations all around you. If they're always disappointed with life and the people they encounter, it could start influencing your mindset and how you perceive your future. Remember, you are trying to lift your soul to a more peaceful place. It's hard enough to figure out your own path and where you need to be without others dragging you down to their dispirited state of consciousness. Don't settle for something or someone less harmonic just because you can't find what's intended for you. You are a beautiful, loving soul, and you deserve all the good things life has to offer you. Listen to what you're feeling and what your inner voice is telling you. Here is something that will assist you. Labradorite. Okay, first crystal stone being spotlighted. I'm going to bring some labradorite in. All right. See, Amelia, I'm excited. All right, labradorite is a protection stone that will aid in one's psychic abilities, such as intuition. Now, I do have it in this area. I just don't have it, right here at this altar. In particular, I have an egg. Okay, I will bring one piece over. I have an interesting piece of spectralite that I received as a gift, and I kind of want to check it out. That one has a little purple in it. I might bring that one in. For your next video, yeah, okay. For your next bonus birthday, we're going to just jump into some learning stuff about the women of myth. We're almost finishing up here. I'm just mentioning that. That's when I get sidetracked, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, let me finish. With the labradorite as a protection stone, right? This magical stone is perfect for you at this particular time and will help you embrace knowledge and guidance from the unseen realms of angels and guides. Labradorite will strengthen your natural energies and create a shielding force throughout your aura to protect against its world's negativity and misfortunes. It will also bring back joy and spontaneity so you can move forward without being influenced by others' fear or insecurities. It's readily available and you can find it in different jewelry settings or just carry it with you. You might even be guided to buy a labradorite pendulum. Ask for help using your pendulum if you're unsure which form of the stone is best for you. Now, moving forward, be happy. And if your spirit wants to dance, then dance. Try to let the light you have within shine, and your whimsical, playful soul will lift and elevate people around you. It's like a chain reaction. Okay, a domino effect. Surround yourself with others that also see the silver lining and keep believing. Keep believing. Okay. My daughter actually made fun of me when she could hear it when I was uploading it, that I even gave you guys Imagine Dragons and Believer. She's like, this is what she said. She's like, you're going to attract all those Mormons that left the church. I'm like, what? That's weird. I don't know why she interpreted it that way, but I'm like, whatever. I just think it's a good song. She made me feel all weird. But you know, I'm the parent, so I can't be cool all the time, I guess. All right, let's see. We're almost there. It's at 1:11 on the clock. Oh, I did see 111 for you guys. Okay. We have self-improvement coming in, right? And growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So I love how seeing that silver lining, that's how you're doing it, moving through. You see, it helps you move through the story, the soul's journey even. I love how this is. So all the ups and downs, all of that stuff, right? And, you know, hopefully seeing this, you know, can help you like even see that silver lining. You know, and I don't know where you are in that, you know, where you feel like you're at emotionally in this. And if it's not your story, it's not. Thank you for still listening and checking this out. Moving forward with growth and expanding and self-improvement, dude. It says, I accept the criticism and unsolicited advice from, insert the name of the relative or relatives, as an opportunity for self-reflection, right? Ambrosia, please. Okay, let's see what this one is. No way, this is the cover, 77. So this must be the final card in it. Wow, so this is her face. Self-improvement. Whoa, okay. We also have showing up and having integrity as well. And also over the regret and understanding, I know I cannot change the past. So this is releasing it, accepting that and moving forward. Oh, look, she heartbroken about that. That's what, look. Scribble, what a mess. Sad. Look at the snowflakes, cold, ice cold. Ooh. I get like Anna and Elsa, right? With the snowflakes and the, you know, because she was the older sister even, like, let it go, let it go. Or maybe there's a Queen of Swords energy. That's you, right? Or you're dealing with the feminine. Interesting. She thinks, what? That's interesting. 77 and 2. This could be a Cancer sign. Libra, double Libra, are dealing with, well, in your partnership. Also Taurus energy. You can have this in your chart. But with the snowflakes there and stuff, I see, you know, it could be like Capricorn season, Aquarian even. I don't know. It depends on who you're dealing with or if this could be you. But it says, you know, that's that final thing with it. Is showing up and being there and accepting things from the past. Okay, that was a little messy, okay? Oh my gosh, we have too many. Nope, I'm gonna take that one. I have 6. Oh my gosh, how did you get? The guidance, being willing to listen to your elders as well. What is that about? It's like walking the dog or walking a tiny little pet or something. You know what I kind of like is like, this looks like you know, it's not perfect. It's scribbles. Some of them, I mean, some of them are very beautiful, but some of them are like, that's how it probably look if I try and draw a person walking a dog too or something. 30. Okay, and then we have forgiveness as well. All right. That one came in with that affirmations, okay? No way. Look at angel guidance, 44 mastery, the ninja. Forgiveness, healing power of humility into my heart. Release my ninja caliber death grip on any familial grudges I've been clinging to. Healing, mastering things. 44, your soul's journey. Okay, we have 2 final ones about strength as well, and letting go of any guilt and being a good example. You know, just and buoyancy. So you got some bonus cards, right? Whatever. And I read these affirmators in that second one, so if you didn't watch that one, go there with that, you know, like if this is about relationships, you know, like love, romantic, you know, it's like spending time with your family and friends rather than worrying about that as well. If you have to be single or things like that, or going through something like that. And if not, it's spending time with them. Look at that. That's interesting. 47. Weird duality. This is an interesting art. I do like the color scheme on there. That's cool. That's different. Having strength, being a good example. And then the final one, 68. I see this as a surrender. I see this as something darkness coming out of someone. Let me check it out. It's like darkness, the negative energy or spirit or something. Weird. I don't know what that's gonna be. Buoyancy. Okay, that's a lot. And then we're gonna be done. All right, Geminis, this one's been fascinating. I know it's gone a little long. I hope you enjoyed. I most likely will not be doing the spreads quite as big as this for June for each individual zodiac sign. I am definitely going a little out overboard on this. But it's a new deck and there's 77 cards, so you're only getting a touch of them, right? Very fascinating. Now let's move on and see what the 77 card, which is the cover, 117 as well. Let's go to the very end. I feel like that's the last one. Yeah. Live with love. 205. Oh my gosh. I totally was going to say like a little Aquarian, Capricorn, Cancer sign, Libra, little Taurus. For some of you, I told you that there's a brother energy that I'm sensing. It could be, because this also breaks down to 777, okay? So good luck and jackpot, okay? Something like that, because 77 and then 205, I'm doing numerology in my head, okay? I don't know why with the page numbers here. And the beautiful thing I like to share, Geminis, is I'm doing this and feeling who's coming forth as well. I have my brother coming forth, and I also saw my grandmother energy, well, multiple different ones, and my mom's energy. Those ones seem really spotlighted for the most part. Wow, okay. Love lives within me. This unwavering light never fails. Love is what always opens my path back home. Love is the highest vibrational power. If we learn to love through any type of pain, tragedy, or loss, we will find healing. The power lies within love. Give it freely without hesitation. Give it to the ones whom you may feel do not even deserve it. Just give it and then wait for the magic. Love for you, love for them, just love. 206. Could also even be like a friend or but I'm definitely getting masculine energy as well as, I mean, clearly the grandmothering energy or mothering too. That's for me personally too, but I'm just, share that. So that's a final card in this whole book. All right. And that's also about self-improvement. right? And growth, self-love even, right? And then showing up for yourself as well, and showing up for others, being in integrity and compromising even regarding relationships and stuff like this. Let's go to number 2. That's in the beginning right there. Very interesting. The House of Cards. It's only a game of cards. You win some, you lose some. 220. Something about 2021 could have been something going down. Or someone could be, that could be some Aquarius Pisces energies, even more Aquarius energy coming forth. Maybe it's something online, or your friends groups even, right? The games, even playing games, right? I don't know. Not knowing when to fold them is the hardest part. I get the gambler, I always bring up music, so is it Johnny Cash or Kenny Rogers and the Gambler? They know how to fold them. Not knowing when to fold them is the hardest part. But never let go of the Queen of Hearts. So even the water energy, okay? But a loving, compassionate, intuitive. We are all here, just trying to live our lives to the best of our ability. But why do some choose to move forward with a relationship that doesn't quite fit? What is it that motivates us to keep trying to make it work? And how much should one person endure? Many have indeed given up too soon because they expect things to come easy without putting in the effort. Others have called it quits because their expectations were too high. But sometimes we stay long after we should have folded. You need to ask yourself, what is this person or relationship bringing to my life? Do they lift me up? Do they hold my heart with care? Or are they holding me back, crushing my spirit? Are they keeping me from having a better life? Perhaps we stay long after we should because that person fits us like our favorite pair of shoes. They may be old and tattered. We may have even outgrown them, but something about them feels so comfortable. Moving forward alone can be frightening and unpredictable, and the fear of the unknown may cause us to have indecisive behaviors. Thus, some continue to go back and forth between multiple relationships, scared to choose the wrong one without considering damage control. After too many breakups and makeups, and after trying on too many new shoes, all sense of security could be lost. This is the time to put your cards out on the table and look at the hand you have been dealt. Do you fold or are you all in? I love that there's a gambling reference here for the Geminis, man. Oh, man. Crazy. So those are your questions to ask, If your relationships are good or not, whatever, I don't, and I love how that was expressed, because some people think it's supposed to be easy and aren't willing to put the work in, right? So keep that in mind. This is there's going to be different relationship with different people, and different people tuning in that are, things are great. And then there's others that it's not, right? So, yeah, 30. Okay, with this walking the dog thing. Let's see. We're almost there. Wind up toy. No way. The wind up toy. I'm just a wind up toy. Alice Cooper always pops in my head with that. Games forced to play. We're talking more about the games, people. Poker, gambling, card games, whatever. The toys. You win, but ultimately we lose. Controllers feel the need to micromanage other people's lives. 89 and 90. Could be also dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, Sagittarian, Virgo. Okay, how did things get so twisted and tied into knots? It may not have been like this in the beginning, but somehow things have evolved. concern comes to you now because someone is trying to overpower and control another. This is causing an unfavorable situation, and the more force that is applied, the more it will continue to spiral downward. Controllers can't sit back and just let things happen naturally. Watch them as they push someone's buttons to provoke a pointed reaction, flipping it around to use it against them as they exploit their behaviors. Maybe they are insecure. And because they cannot get a grip on their own emotions, they prey on the emotional reactions of others. Unaware of how to respect others' boundaries, they continue to push in the wrong direction. This makes it hard for others to feel comfortable or act normally because they are worried about being reprimanded or scrutinized for their actions. Perhaps these dominant types may have experienced a betrayal from someone they loved, leaving them feeling insecure about new relationships. The irony is, when they act like this, it only creates exactly what they fear the most. No one should turn over their power to fear. Fear will only override the peace and comfort they desire. All of us have the right to think, act, and live according to our own personal preferences, barring that we are not hurting anyone. So remember, no one wins when we assume the controller role. All right, and that comes right before the rising up, okay? Because then that's what happens. Wow, you understand? So as soon as we start feeling we are being controlled, or there's a sense of rising up and putting up your boundaries to break free of anything, any type of chain, right? And then there's the forgiveness with the 44. I also see this, of course, as a master number. So there could be ascended masters you're working with. I always get Kuan Yin that comes forth with this, of course. But nurturing, mothering, compassionate energy. Even if it's a parent you're dealing with, there is some sense of even like a godmother or, someone in your life that is nurturing, or a mentor even, or something like that. 44. I think that's fascinating. We're almost to the end though. The love light. Yeah. Maybe they're an Aquarius for you, or an Aries, a Cancer sign, or a Sag for some of you. I see 124, 125, 12-4, 12-5. Could be Taurus. 8-8. Could be, wow, 8-8. 8-7. Could be some Leo. My kindness was abandoned, but I have no regrets. Love comes from secret places some will never appreciate. Your kind and loving heart is being recognized. There is something deep within you that radiates a true white light. You were given a special gift of sensitivity and compassion, and this kind of wisdom lives deep within your heart chakra. It's truly remarkable, but it may not always feel like a gift. At times you may be misunderstood by others, but your intentions are good and faithful. You might even feel like your kindness is sometimes taken for granted or used against you. Certain people are not mentally or emotionally capable of understanding your kind of depth. But don't be discouraged or let adverse reactions alter your beautiful heart. When you have a gentle soul, you may give yourself unconditionally. You open up to others, and that kind of devotion is not always reciprocated. A painful situation has or will occur, but do not lose sight or what makes you uniquely wonderful. You must safeguard yourself against pain and misconception during these times. Call upon Archangel Michael. He is the Prince of Archangels and oversees our guardian angels through the will of God. He will help protect you from absorbing negative energies from other people. He will also bring clarity and enlightenment to you in your times of trouble. He wants you to keep your bright light shining and guide you to fulfilling your life's purpose. The loving powers you possess were given to you for a reason. It's part of you, your destiny. Wow. And the forgiveness even energy. Releasing anything. Maybe you do always apologize or do something even. I don't know. We have 46 and then 68. 68 Geminis even. Could be dealing with, I get Libra or another Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer sign, Aries. Yeah, something like that. All right. 47. This one's fascinating. I'm excited. Yeah. Can't go forward. Can't go back. Running as fast as I can, getting nowhere. The marathon. Oh. You have reacted without thinking, and now you're having to face a negative consequence of your actions. That is why there's a sense of feeling guilty. Release any beliefs from the past. You need to shut down those little voices and calm yourself. Things have gotten way out of hand, and you're only contributing to more unwanted grief and pain. Stop being so defensive and become more aware of all the different possibilities which could exist. Somehow the truth has gotten misconstrued, and you need to clear the air. No way. Oh boy. Geminis. What is this guilt? Oh boy. Okay. Stop being so defensive. Yeah. Let this card be a sign that you're running in the wrong direction. You control your happiness, so don't let your life get out of whack because of your foolish actions. Sometimes we misjudge a particular situation or a person. It happens. You just need to think about things a little more and look at the different point of view. Look from a different point of view. If you're feeling lost, be open to suggestions or advice from people around you. Sometimes we misread the truth because we are too caught up in our own emotions, causing us to act irrationally. It's challenging when we have to listen to criticism because we feel we are being judged by another person, but it might be exactly what you need at this particular time in your life. When you are relaxed, ponder all aspects of what they might be suggesting. Stop the damage before it becomes irreversible. You can get back on track. Just be mindful of the situation. Take a deep breath. Down. Slow down and think wisely. You will find your way to the truth. This could also be dealing with a Gemini and another Gemini, a Taurus, Aries, a Virgo. All right, your final message. We are at 132. This one went way long, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you all. I hope you have enjoyed. This is your final card about this. Now this, I don't know who this is for. I doubt you've listened all the way. But deep down inside, you've already feel it. Like this is your confirmation and asking for the strength even to, do what you need to do to to clear your conscience of this situation with whoever these people are in your life, right? To lighten your heart, you need to lighten your heart, okay? We're gonna be weighing the heart. Lighten the heart. Rhapsody's coming in. Okay. 6-8. Wow. I see, like I say, there's always so much Aries. So you could also have this in your chart. It could be specific. There's Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo. Calm me, my sweet. Rock me, hold me to sleep. We are indeed. Drink me into the places of you. You're being asked to embrace and connect to your more passionate inner self at this particular time. Maybe you've met someone recently, or you soon will meet someone, okay? So there may be someone coming in. This is the final card in this future energy. So even though there's been some other stuff going on, other relationships, that's the other thing of not feeling like it's going to be the repeat of the same, that's being open. We all go through different relationship, Her hair is so long. In all of the drawings, it's really interesting. Well, not on all, but okay. That might be specific for, the person coming in or you even, and different people. And it doesn't have to be, that's for sure, of course, too. Okay, here we go. So someone could be coming in. All right. There may be a desire. Now, it also mentioned, for where there has been, something going on in your own partnership, there is like this, an argument or something, or an ego battle, there is a sense of then, forgiving each other. And then there's like some makeup sex or something going on. I'm just going to say it as simple as that. But there is, and if there is no one and that's a done deal with that, there is still somebody new, that there is a sense of sensuality and being held. Physical touch is important, actually. Whether it even be just a hug, helps release like those, oxytocin and feel good. So there is something coming in for you. So this is good, okay? All right, and I feel like the tarot will give us more guidance or something too. I mean, I don't know, because Granny's postcards. That might be interleaved with the fifth one. There might be something that was recorded actually, like on a cassette, or there. Someone could have left some nasty messages on somebody's like voicemail or something, even, or so. Maybe that's what someone feels sorry about, even. Okay. I don't know why that just popped in my head as I was looking at that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's deciding when you experience. So it says you have met someone. Now this is after the fact. Okay, so this is either a different person or you are reconciling with after something. Okay? Or there is someone new, right? Or you're all right, so, or someone is coming in if you've not met them. They stir up a flame inside of you. It's exciting when you experience an attraction for someone who gives you that thrilling and tingly sensation. So where is this going? And are you ready to explore a desirous connection? Listen to your inner voice and lead with your heart. Fiery romance is in the air, so let it feed your appetite. Or perhaps, is it the opposite? Have you somehow lost the spark? And now we're getting the duality. In your current relationship. If so, are you ready to ignite what has been forgotten? Our lives are constantly shifting and changing, so sometimes we just lose interest or desire for intimacy because of life's obligations and schedules. We get busy and tired, yeah. Our responsibilities with work, home, or family can pull us away from things we miss and love the most. And then those special moments or feelings can get pushed to the side and neglected. If that's the case, it's time to remember and find your way back to romance. Be open-minded and don't hold back by telling yourself something like, it's not appropriate for me at this time. Try not to get stifled with negative thoughts. There could be a million different excuses if you allow them to interfere with the importance of this message. This card came to you for a reason, so take heed and embrace the moment. Remember, physical touch can help heal relationships and aids that connection deep within our souls. So, let it unfold and allow passion to prevail. Right, and any of you, if there's any dudes out there listening, you know what to do. It's called a massage back rub, okay? Like, but is she not? Okay. So whatever, this is coming in into that future energy, or just recognizing that and it could be different messages for different Geminis. This is definitely a big spread. I hope you guys have enjoyed. That was exploring the Solace Oracle and what was coming through with the cards. How many did I end up getting you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 out of 77. So it'll be interesting to see what else comes forth for your June monthly messages. Okay, Geminis, thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. I hope you enjoyed. Time for me to clear my throat. I've been talking for way too long now. And 2 more of these to go, and then I will be doing your month for June. All right, so in your 4th one, in case you're intrigued, I'm gonna add on to it, right? I may not cover everything, but we'll see, maybe. Excuse me. My throat's getting itchy now. Been talking too long. Anyways, the fourth one will be the Women of Myth with the Shawrite. And that fifth one will be with Granny's postcards. I probably won't get that out until the next day or so. So if you're watching this when I first uploaded it, come back around if you're wanting to tune into that fourth and fifth video as what you feel guided to. All right, thank you all so much. Bye-bye.